Once upon a time in the small town of Middle-Age Muddle, there lived a man named Walter Wistful. Walter was in his mid-40s, and his life was as predictable as a metronome. He had a steady job at the local accounting firm, a neatly organized sock drawer, and a penchant for planning every moment of his life. One gloomy afternoon, as Walter was browsing the internet for obscure trivia, a favorite pastime, he stumbled upon an article about the average age of male deaths. It hit him like a bolt of lightning. He had roughly 25 years left to live. Panic ensued, followed by an oddly tranquil acceptance of his own mortality. Walter decided it was time to throw caution to the wind and live life to the fullest. First on his list of living life la vida loca was the realization that he wanted to find love. With a new spring in his step, he ventured to the local coffee shop, determined to find a connection that would defy his predictable existence. There, amid the aromatic scent of freshly brewed coffee, he met a vivacious woman named Violet, a radiant 20-something with an infectious laugh and a love for spontaneous adventures. They struck up a conversation about obscure trivia, and before long, Walter was smitten. They decided to go on a date, which turned into another, and another. Soon, Walter and Violet were inseparable, despite the amused glances from their friends, and the occasional quizzical look from Violet's grandmother, who was convinced Walter was her bridge partner's son. Nevertheless, their love was undeniable, and they decided to take a bold step. Walter proposed to Violet in the middle of a crowded amusement park, with a giant roller coaster whizzing past and cotton candy in hand. Her joyous "yes" echoed throughout the park, and people cheered as if they'd just witnessed the greatest romantic comedy of all time. Now engaged to a woman half his age, Walter felt a renewed sense of purpose. He wanted to create a life full of unforgettable moments. He began making a list of all the things he'd always wanted to do. At the top of the list was, learn to dance salsa. Walter had 2 left feet, but he signed up for dance classes with Violet. Together, they stumbled and twirled, often tripping over each other's toes. But they laughed through every misstep and spin, and their bond grew stronger with each dance. Next on his list was, travel the world with my love. Walter and Violet embarked on an epic adventure, backpacking through exotic destinations and immersing themselves in new cultures. They got lost in the alleys of Marrakesh, tried to communicate with llamas in Peru, with limited success, and danced under the stars in the streets of Havana. Walter's adventures, combined with his love for Violet, transformed him from a cautious, trivia-loving accountant into a daring, life-embracing adventurer. His life had become a whirlwind of joy, laughter, and thrilling surprises. As he celebrated his 50th birthday with a cake that read, "Life begins at 50 and 25. Walter couldn't help but feel grateful for the unexpected turn his life had taken. He had learned that age was just a number and that love had no boundaries. With Violet by his side and a zest for life that could rival a teenager's, Walter Wistful was ready to continue his grand adventure, one hilarious, romantic escapade at a time. And so, his story became a testament to the power of love, spontaneity, and the joy of embracing life's unexpected twists and turns.